I'm sure it's working now. Yeah, now it's
All
working.
right.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Now let me share again my screen.
Okay.
Right. So we have spoken about the intraday possible patterns
Yes, please.
that can form, right?
Yes, please.
So now we want to talk about the MMM cycle. So under MMM cycle, today I will only talk about peak formations, right?
Okay.
I'll only talk
MMM
about
cycle.
what? Peak.
Peak formation.
Yes, I'll only talk about peak formations.
Okay, sir.
But for you to appreciate, the whole cycle, I will label it everything.
Okay.
Then we talk about what? The peak formations. Maybe let me try and redraw it because I need to put something, right? All right. On the MMM cycle, we have what we call the peaks. We have what we call the what?
The peak.
The peaks.
Okay.
Yes, the peaks.
Okay.
You get the point?
Yes, please.
We have what we call the peaks. Then we have what we call the ADR. The
Okay.
ADR.
Okay.
Then we have what we call the levels. We have what we call the levels, right?
Yeah. So 3 ADRs complement the levels, like the completion of the levels.
Yes. I will show you something.
Okay.
If you check very well, right?
Yes, please.
This is level 1. You get the point?
Yeah.
This is level 2. You get the point?
Yeah.
This is level 3. You get the point?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have level 3 as the peak. Then we have level 1 consolidation, level 2 consolidation, level 3 consolidation, right?
Yeah.
Then the move in between is what we call the ADR. You get the point?
Okay.
The move in between is what we call the
ADR.
ADR, right?
Yeah.
Just a minute.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Okay.
Right. Can you hear me?
Yes, please. I can.
Okay. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
So now I have actually labeled the MMM cycle, right?
Yes, please.
If we are to include things like safety trade, that's when we then say the safety trade normally happens at this position.
Oh, okay. That's a pullback to 50 or?
No, it's not the pullback to the 50.
Oh, okay.
Though sometimes it can happen to the pullback to the 50 of the 1 hour time frame.
Oh, okay.
Then the ID50 normally happens around. You get the point?
Hello?
You get the point?
Yeah, and the line went faint, so I didn't hear that very well, please.
Okay. Can you see where I wrote ID50?
Yes, please.
I said the ID50 normally normally forms around that area.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the ID50 normally forms around that what? That area. You get the point?
Yes, please.
Yes. Now, having this MMM cycle, we then now want to discuss about peak formations, because you always hear people saying we are at the peak, we are at the peak. Then you wonder, what is a peak formation, right?
Yeah.
Yes. When we are done, make sure you also send me a copy of the recording.
I will.
Okay. Now, we want to focus only on peak formations, right?
Yes, please.
Then as we move on, we'll then discuss about other things. But today we only want to focus on peak formation. Right. Let me wrap this off and then we talk about peak formation. Normally, the types of peak formations that we have the M's and the W's, right?
Yes, please.
We have the M, we have the W, we have the head and shoulder. You know about the head and shoulder, right?
Yes.
We have the half Batman. You will see the half Batman on your notes, right?
Yes, I've read about it, yeah.
But we normally concentrate on these two, the M and W, because these ones, they rarely form, or they don't form time in like the M's and W's. The M's and W's are always repetitive, they always form, right?
Okay.
You get the point?
Yes, please.
Yes. Now, that's the reason why when you check our MM cycle, you find that we use the M's and W's as our description.
Yeah.
Now, number one, peak formation is always level 3.
Oh, okay.
Peak formation is what? Is always level 3.
Okay.
You get the point?
Yes, please.
Right. Number two, a peak formation is a stop hand of a trend. A peak formation is a stop hand of a trend.
Okay.
You get the point?
Yes, please.
A peak formation means the end of a trend and the beginning of a new trend.
Okay.
I don't know if this makes sense.
Yes, please. I saw that in the notes.
Right. Now, this is why when you check your notes, you realize that I spoke about how the dealer traps buyers and sellers. You get that right?
Yes, please.
Whereby the dealer will induce sellers, right? Then hit their stop losses while inducing buyers. Then hit their stop losses while inducing sellers.
Before the memo.
Then this is where we get in and go the true trend while he is hitting stop losses of sellers.
That's true.
That's the reason why it's called a stop hand, right?
Yeah.
Because large volumes of money will be trapped around this area. You get the point?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, How then do we identify the formation of our peaks? How then do we identify the formation of our peaks? Number one, most of our peaks, they form at 800 EMA.
Okay.
Right.
On which time frame? Any time frame?
On 1 hour time frame or 4 hour time frame.
Okay.
If we go to our notes, you realize that this previous peak of Euro USD before the reset, this previous peak, right? This one, right? If you go to 4 hour chart, it formed where? At 800 EMA. You get the point?
Yeah.
If you check, if I minimize, you find we have a peak there forming at what? 800 EMA, right?
Yeah.
This is the 4 hour chart.
Yeah.
You have a peak there. You have a
At the 800.
there. You have a peak there. You get the point?
Yes, yes.
H4.
Yeah.
H1, you realize that we had a peak there. We had a peak there. We had a peak there. You get the point?
Yes, please.
So most of our peaks, they form where?
Oh, okay.
At 800, they form at 800 EMA.
Okay.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah. Clear.
Now, since we have said that most of our peaks, they form at 800 EMA. Now, number two, these are criterions of the formation of our peaks,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Sometimes some peaks may not form at 800 EMA, right?
Yeah.
But they will give
Hello. Hello.
a shark fin.
Hello.
Shark fin at first leg for can you hear me?
Okay.
Did you see what I wrote?
Yeah, shark fin at first leg on the 4 hour time frame on extreme levels of TDI.
Yes. Shark fin at first leg 4 hour time frame on extreme levels of the TDI. You get the point?
Yeah.
Now, if we come to, maybe let's say we take maybe odd JPY, whatever it is, right? And then we open our 4 hour time frame and look at the peaks that we see there, right?
Yeah.
Can you see that from the 4 hour time frame, we have a peak there, we have a peak there, we have a peak there, but those peaks are not at 800 EMA. Can you see that?
Yeah. Because
Right.
800 is the
Yes, the 800 EMA is far from those peaks.
Yes,
Can you see that?
Yeah. That's the blue one, right?
Yes, that's the blue one. That's 800 EMA is far.
Yeah, very far.
This is why we said some peaks, you will find that they have a shark fin. Shark fin. Do you know what a shark fin is?
Yes, please. I read it in the notes.
All
When
right.
when
They
when,
already,
when like the RSI goes out of the band and comes back in.
yes, when the green line goes out of the boundaries, right?
Yes, please.
And then comes back inside. So
Yeah.
you can see the peak was not at 800 EMA, but there was a shark fin at first leg.
The first
Where
leg.
is our first leg? Our
Where
first
is
leg
from?
is right there.
Oh, okay. This is the first leg.
Yes, this is the first leg because our second
Oh, okay.
leg is here. Let me remove this red the peak. Can you see this peak?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The red line on our left is the first leg, right?
Oh, okay.
Right. If we come to this peak, do you see this shark fin?
Yeah.
This shark fin?
Yeah.
If we put a line there, you'll find that we are at first leg. Can you see that?
Yeah.
The
Oh, okay.
second leg
Oh, okay.
is this one.
Mm,
Can you see it?
yes, please.
Same with this peak. The second leg is this one, right?
Yeah.
The first leg is a what? A shark fin, right?
Oh, okay. So the emergence of the shark fin is always the second leg and the first leg.
Yes, that's why we said shark fin at first leg for
Uh,
upstream of the extreme levels of the TDI.
okay.
So the shark fin should always be at the first leg.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Okay. It should always be at the first leg. You get the point?
Yeah.
You can see all these peaks that I'm opening.
Yeah.
Shark fin is at the first leg.
Mm,
And don't forget that we said at extreme levels. So when we talk of the extreme levels, we talk of these levels. Do you see where I wrote game over, key reversal?
yeah.
Those are the extreme levels of the TDI. Get the point?
Yes, please.
So this is where we expect the shark fin to be. If you see a shark fin at the center of the TDI, we don't consider it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So if it happens in the like on the market baseline, it's not valid on H4.
Sorry?
If the shark fin should occur on like the market baseline, it's not valid. It must be at the extreme.
No. The market baseline, if the market baseline is also at extreme levels, it is a bonus to us.
Okay.
We are not concerned about the position of the market baseline. But if we see it that it is also at extreme levels, then that's a bonus for us.
Okay.
You get the point?
Yes, please.
Then that's a bonus for us. Look at this peak. What do you see there?
This one, I see.
This.
Yeah, I see it exactly on the 800.
Yes.
And I also see
You
the
see
extreme.
800 EMA, right?
Yes, please. And I also see the first leg. The first leg
And
of
what
the.
else?
I see the first leg also of the TDI.
You also see the shark fin, right?
Yeah, the shark fin. Yeah.
So do you see how easy it is?
Yes, on H4. Wow.
Already you can know that my pair is about to turn around, right?
Yeah. Wow.
That's how easy it is.
Wow. Wow.
Right. Number 3. Let's say that we have seen all these, or we didn't see all these, right?
Yeah.
And we want to be sure that we are at the peak, right?
Yeah. I
That thing we
I turned off the video maybe so that I can the bandwidth to be clearer. I hope it's okay.
sorry?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Because the line went off a bit, so I wanted to be sure I was hearing you.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Number 3, we count levels or ADR.
Okay. On which time frame, please?
This one is 1 time frame.
Oh, okay. Count level.
We count levels or ADR at 1 time frame.
Okay. Each one.
Right. Before we go any further on counting, I want you to understand that number 1,
Mm-hmm.
levels on 1 hour is equal to 1 level on H4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
3
think I saw it in the
levels.
notes. In the notes.
Sorry?
I saw it in the notes. I think it's one of the recent
Yes.
updates you put. Yeah.
Yes. 3 levels on H4 is equal to 1 level where? On D1, right?
Yes, please.
Right. So when we count our levels now, we then go back to our charts. Let's say we want to identify our peak formation. We want to identify our peak formation, right? And we are, let's say we are, let me look for a pair to use, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let me remove these, right? And we are right, maybe let's say we are right there, right?
Yeah.
And remember, we said that levels are consolidation, right?
Yes, please.
So if levels are consolidation, it means that we count our Asian sessions as what?
Yeah, at level. Oh, okay. So normally the levels occur during the Asian section.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Mhm. Ah, okay.
Then I'll look for another one and draw another level right there. Then this one becomes level what?
Okay. So this is level 1, level 2, level 3, and this is the peak formation.
Right. This one below, let me label it. This one is level 3.
The current one. Okay,
No,
yes.
the one that I showed with an
Yes,
arrow is level 3.
Okay. So level 3, level 2, level 1, then peak.
Level 3, level 1,
Oh, okay.
level 2,
Oh, okay.
then we are at level 3. You get the point?
Yes, please.
Then
Ah,
this means that anything that is in between is our what?
it's our ADR.
Yes. Anything that is in between is our
ADR.
ADR. You get the point?
Yes, please.
So even without this peak at the top there, without this peak at the top there,
Mm-hmm.
this one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Without that peak at the top there, we already know that we have finished 3 levels, 3 ADR. We're expecting a reversal.
Very
You get the
vessel.
point?
Yes, please. Wow. And
So now when we get,
this Asian session, that means it occurs every day. Every day. Every day.
it occurs all the time.
Yes. Wow.
It occurs all the time.
Yeah.
Of course, I haven't told you anything about peak resets, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about peak resets, right?
Now it's making sense. I've read it,
Yes,
but
we'll
I,
talk about.
that is why I needed a life like because I've gone back, but now I'm seeing what you are doing. Like it's not making sense to me because every time I keep it was my first question to ask, what is this levels? I didn't know it occurs during the Asian. Oh, thank you, thank you.
This is exactly what happens. And then they can
Mm,
even prolong these levels. They can even prolong them. Like here, look at this.
yeah,
This this is a level. This one.
it's a level.
Get the point?
Yeah, yes, it's true. It's true.
Because the dealer keeps on hitting on the same high, same low, same high, same low, same high, same low in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Get the point?
Yes, please.
Until he left the level and went down to level 3, this
Yeah.
peak.
Yeah. Which that one
Right.
is the first move. Eh?
Sorry?
That the first leg was a first move after
The first
out of the break.
the first leg, you mean this one?
Um, yes, it was a first move after the one that.
You mean it was a false move?
Yeah, I'm asking because it came out from the Asian section. It's not it's not the true trend, right?
Yes, this was only done to trap
Yes.
buyers and sellers.
Yes. I just
You can see on the TDI it's a shark
fine.
fin. Can you see that?
Yes, please. It's true.
So the true trend starts here going up.
Yes. Wow.
Now, if we look at this pair, you'll find we have a reset right there. Right?
Where? Please. And
This
also,
W.
oh, okay. Please, the reset. What? Like, can you?
Yes, it's a reset. Don't worry, we'll talk about the reset. For now, just know it's a reset.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And if we are to count our ADR, you will find that we have you'll find that we have one ADR, right?
Yeah.
We have two ADR.
Yeah. And then the third one.
We have three ADR.
Yeah.
So in between those ADR, it means we have levels, right?
Yeah.
One of our levels will be here. Another level will be there. You get the point?
Yes, please.
So meaning that we are now at the peak. So if the dealer, hello?
Yeah, I'm here, please. I'm here, sir.
Right. If the dealer decides to hold the price as he is doing like now, right there,
Mm-hmm.
can you see it?
Yes, please.
If it decides to hold the price right there until 2 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
It means NFP news will what?
It's going to go up
It's going to go up. Why?
because they need to do the other part of the the M before the final.
Because we want the second leg of the peak.
Yes, the second leg of the peak. Yes, that's right.
Yes. Then we can safely go
Down.
down.
Yes. So, oh,
Get the point?
wow, wow, wow. Eh?
If he pushes up like now, up to that top point, right?
Mm-hmm.
It means news will go down.
Yes, it's true.
But,
Wow.
or during news, the dealer can decide to spike up, hit that point, and then drop
now
down.
come down to complete. Hey.
You see it now.
Yes, please.
And we have already left the Asian session. If you check even your intraday trading, you'll find that what's the time now? Now it's 10 o'clock, right?
Yes, it's 8 in my country. Yes, so it's 10 at your end.
Yeah. Let me try and change the color of this. Then I show you something.
Okay.
Right. If this is 10 o'clock, then I'll put it at 8. I'll draw my Asian box like this. Then open M15. So do you see what's happening there?
Yeah.
Even if you open your
CDI.
your TDI, it's showing you that if the dealer holds this level, news will go up.
Yeah.
News will go up. You get the point?
Yes, please. Wow.
So now, after having shown you how to count the levels in the ADR, right?
Yes, please.
Another way of knowing that is by counting days. We say that the MMM cycle takes at least 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
The MMM cycle takes at least 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
Get the point?
Yes. Yes, please.
So when we say it takes at least 3 to 5 days, in other words, we are simply saying that we come to our 1 hour time frame, right?
Okay.
Right here to our 1 hour time frame. Let's go to that cycle that we labeled there, and then we count our days. We say day 1, right?
Okay.
Day 2, day 3, day 4.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yes. 1, 2.
If we come to this one, we come here and say day 1. We start counting from the second leg, right?
Yeah.
Day 2, day 3, day 4. Can you see that?
Yes, please. So we count.
This is why we are saying that it takes 3 to 5. Yes, we start counting from the second leg. It takes 3 to 5 days. However, it can be more than 5 days, but it cannot be less than 3 days.
Oh, okay. So, sir, please.
It can be more than. Sorry.
Sir, please, the second leg. We are talking of the second leg of the M formation or W formation, right?
Yes, the second leg of the M formation or W formation, the peak.
Okay.
Yes. That's where we enter, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it. That's where we enter. Yeah.
Yes, we trade the second leg. That's the reason why I'm saying we start counting from the second leg.
Yeah, please.
Right. Number 5. what is number 5? What is number 5? What is number 5? Number 5, another way of identifying our peaks.
Mm-hmm.
We trade perfect M's or W multi-days. Does this make sense?
Maybe when we go to the chart, then I'll understand it. Because the multi-days is what is confusing me, please.
Right. When we say multi-days, we are talking of this. How many days did this W take to form?
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days, if I'm correct.
It's 3 days.
3. 1.
And it's 1,
Okay.
2,
And then 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
So it's multi-days. You get the point?
Yes, please. Oh, okay.
This M, how many days?
1, 2, 3.
1,
2,
2.
and then 3.
No, it was only 2 days here. And this is the first leg. This is the second leg.
Okay.
Can you see the dotted lines? The dotted lines in between.
Yes, please.
That's the demarcation of the days.
Okay. So it's the dotted lines rather I should look at. Okay.
Yes, that's the demarcation of the days.
Okay. That's the period separator. Eh?
Yes, that's the period separate.
Okay.
If you look at this peak, it only took 1 day. Can you see that?
Yes.
The W only formed 1 day, right?
1 day. Yes, please. Yes, I see.
So we don't trade this, even though I do trade it because I know what I'll be doing, right?
Oh, okay. So we should not.
But for you, as a starter, I don't encourage you to trade such W's or M's. You get the point?
Oh, okay. So the ones in one section, we shouldn't trade them as a newbie, as a starter.
Yeah, they should take, if it's MMM cycling, it should take days to form an M or a W. Either it's a reset or it's a peak. It should take days to form. Like, look at this W here, the one that we're saying that it's trapping buyers and sellers. How many days did it take?
It took 3 days. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days.
Count correctly. The first leg and the second leg, how many days did it take?
This is the first leg, 1 day, second leg. Okay, this one took 2 days.
It took 2 days, right?
Yes, please. Because I see this is the first leg and then the second leg. Yes, please.
Day 2. Get the point?
Yes, please.
If you go further, you'll find we have a peak there. It took about 3, right? It took about 3.
This is 1.
Yes.
This is 2.
Sorry, this should be 4. This should be 4.
Okay.
Because the reason why I'm saying so, it's the same point. This is the same point.
Yeah.
So these are the kind of peaks that we trade, right?
Yes, multi-section. Okay.
Yes.
1.
You have heard about this word multi-session, right?
Yes, I have, and I've read in the page, but honestly, I was wondering what is this multi? Now it's making sense to me.
Yes. If you can see, most of these peaks, they take days to form, right?
Yes.
This one took about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to form.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those. You get the point?
Yes, please.
Right. So these are the criteria to identify our peak formations, right?
Okay, sir.
These are the criteria to identify our peak formations.
And this is clearly seen on H1 time frame.
Sorry?
This is clearly seen on H1 and H4 time frame.
Yes, H1 and H4 time frame.
Okay.
But the MMA like normally we best use H1 and H4. Get the point?
Yes, please.
Right. Then when we come to how then do we enter a peak, right?
Yes, please.
Remember we said we spoke about the second leg. So it means that number one, we enter a peak using the second leg, right?
Yes, please.
We enter a peak using the second leg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number two, we enter a peak using the TDI. What do I mean by that? Remember, we spoke about the shark fin, right?
Yes.
We spoke about the shark fin. So each time when we see a shark fin, normally what happens is that the second leg will always bounce on MPL.
Hello, please, can you repeat
The
that?
second leg, I said that normally the second leg will always bounce on MPL,
Okay. Okay.
on market baseline.
Okay.
Right, let me place a line there. Can you see how the MPL, how there is a bounce on MPL there,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And when we talk about the bounce on MPL, this is also a bounce on MPL, this one.
Okay.
Though there was a little bit of squeeze of the TDI bands, but normally on peak formations we don't have this kind of squeeze of the bands, right?
Yeah.
This kind of bounce, this one, you get the point.
Yes, please.
Though some of the peak formations they bounce on boundary, they don't bounce on MPL, right?
Um,
You
Coach.
still
Hello, Coach.
bounce there.
Hello.
Yes.
Please, can you give me a minute? Let me just open the gate for my family. They are coming in.
Okay, it's okay.
Just a minute. Okay, thank you. I'm coming. Hello. Please, I'm back.
Hello?
I'm back, please.
Okay, that's fine. If you are back, let's continue.
Yes, sir.
Right, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, can you see where I placed my red line?
Yeah, I see. It's bouncing
That's
off the yellow line and the market base line.
Yes. So what we are saying is that normally what happens is that on a TDI, the dealer will form a shark fin, right? And then bounce on MBL, the second leg. You get the point?
Yes, please. Okay. Okay.
But on candles, you'll be still having the equal or rather longer second leg. You get the point?
Yes, please.
Sometimes the dealer can actually have a bounce on boundary on both legs. You get the point?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, please. It is.
Yes. So we can use the TDI to also enter peak formations, right?
Yes, please.
We can use the
On
TDI.
H4 and H1.
Yes.
Okay. So does it mean if I see a perfect peak formation and everything, like all conditions met, like this current one
Yes.
we are looking at on H4, it means I can even enter on this time frame. Is it possible? Or I need to go down to 15?
You can enter on this time frame. However, remember that we said M15 is for entries, right?
Yes, please. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
So what we do is that when we see that our MBL is about to bounce on MBL, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe let's say like this one, our M, let's say our M was had not yet bounced, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me shed on that point there. Can you see where I placed the small gray box?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is exactly where we have the bounce, right?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Let's go to H1 and see which day it was. From the look of things, it was during this day, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we go to M15 on that particular day, buzz limit, we chose a very later date. Okay, let's look for another one that is more closer.
Okay.
Let's look for another one that is more closer.
Oh, okay. So it's always best to start my analysis from H4, and then when the conditions are met on H4, then I come down.
Once your H1 and your H4 are in agreement, that's
Okay.
when we then go to M15 for entries.
Oh, okay. 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 So H4.
Okay, let's see this one. We have H1 there on this particular day. Do you see that H4 bounced on MPO but H1, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now when we go to M15 on that particular day, you realize that the dealer on that particular day moved and he formed the LOD. You get the point?
Yeah.
The HOD, sorry, the HOD,
The high of the day.
the high of the day. So this second leg right there, a bounce on MPL on M15, was supposed to be our entry right there.
Oh, okay. for the sell.
Yes, our entry for a sale. You get the point.
Yes, please.
If we go back to page 4, where we started, look at where I placed my X. This is where we would have entered.
Oh, okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
Right? Would have entered right there.
Mm. Hmm. Okay.
It's easy, right?
It is so. It is. It is.
Huh?
Yes, please.
That is where we would have entered.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Right.
Mm.
Another way to enter our peaks, we said we use EMAs. EMAs, normally the most common one. I will not talk much about entries, because if I talk much about entries, it will confuse you. But the most one we know that happens at peaks is the ID50 one. You get the point?
Yes, please. When price comes back,
Remember, we said,
when price comes back to 50 before he moves.
right. Remember, we said the ID50. Let's say that you have seen a peak formation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that you have seen a peak formation, and then the dealer decides to pull back to the 50 EMA.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the dealer spikes up high, don't worry about that, because you already know this is the peak formation. So there is no way the dealer will go other than clearing stop losses. You get the point?
Yeah.
The dealer will just pull down.
Okay. And
So that's
this
the reason
can be
why,
on M15, right?
yes, on M15, it will also happen on H1. It will also happen on H4. It will also happen on D1.
Okay.
But at different times, because the M15
Starts first.
happens on 50 EMA, on H1, it happens on 50 EMA. But remember that the 50 EMA on H1 is 200 EMA on M15, right?
Yes.
So that pullback to the 200 EMA on M15 is actually an ID50 on H1.
H1.
This is
Oh,
the
okay.
reason why sometimes we say that it's a safety trade on M15, it's an ID50 on H1. You get the
Oh,
point?
yeah. Oh, okay. So when price comes back to EMA 200 on M15, that is equal to EMA 50 on H1.
Yes, look at this one. Look at this one. This is cut JPY, right?
Yeah.
We have a peak there, right?
Yeah.
And then after having a peak, we then pull to the EMA 50 there on H1.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's an ID50, right?
Yeah, that's an ID50. Yeah.
But on M15, it's not an ID50. It's a what? It's a safety trade,
Yeah, which is 200.
because it's a 200 EMA, right?
Yeah. Wow.
And already it has moved. How many ADR?
Um, two, if I'm correct.
No, count very well. Count very
Okay.
well.
Okay. So this is one. This is two. This is three. Yeah, three.
So it means we are now on level what?
Level three.
And what do you see there on level 3?
A change in a trend, another peak, which is indicating, and I've seen the 200 EMA as well.
What is that?
That's the 200 EMA signifying a peak reset.
No, a 200 EMA is the black one, this one.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see a cross between the 50 and the 200.
No, look at this arrow that I'm pointing there.
Yes, sir.
Look at this arrow that I'm pointing there. What AMA is this one?
I'm not seeing the arrow now, please.
You're not seeing the arrow?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm seeing the arrow down, the last one down. Okay, now I'm
Yes.
seeing. Okay. So I see
What
800.
am I? What,
800.
that's a 800 EMA, right?
Yes, please. Yeah.
And how many ADR have we removed?
We moved 3. 1, 2, 3.
And where are we now in terms of levels?
Level 3.
So what do we expect there on 800 EMA?
Reversal. Like a change of trend.
Exactly. So it means that what you see there on 800 EMA, all this, you are seeing a new peak formation.
Yeah. Wow.
Can you see that?
Yes, please. Uh-huh.
And you on H4, you already have a what? A shark fin.
Yes. Wow.
Is it difficult?
No. Wow.
So what's the direction of cut JPY? It means the direction of cut JPY is what?
It's a buy trend. It's meant to be a buy trend. Wow.
It's an uptrend, right?
Yes, an uptrend. Yeah.
Exactly. That's how simple it is.
Wow.
So we are only waiting for a clear W formation, then we buy cut JPY heavy.
Wow. So that means on H1 normally, from the notes and from what I'm seeing now, normally the peak formation forms on EMA 800.
That's why I said on our notes.
Yeah. And now it's not clear.
Remember what
It's now clearing. It's not. Wow. My God.
I said that our peaks, they form on 800 EMA,
Yeah.
H4, H4, right?
Yes. Wow.
Then I said sometimes some of them, they don't form there.
Yeah.
So
The
what
shark
do we
fin.
expect? The shark fin at 4-hour first leg. If you don't see number 1 and number 2 or any other, you count your level of ADR. If you don't see that 3 to 5 days, if you don't see that perfect multi days, it doesn't mean that all of them, all these 5 should be there. You can find 1, you can find 2, you can find the 3 of them, you can find the 4 of them. But in this case, you saw that on cut JPY, we saw all of them, they are there.
Wow.
You get the point?
Yeah.
Right. Number 4, which is the last one, we said that our entries on peaks, we aim for the highest or the lowest points.
Okay. Number 4.
This is a peak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our entry should be right there.
Okay. The highest.
On a second leg, right?
Yeah.
Can you see what the dealer did the next day when he fell? Can you see this spike, this one?
Yes. Yeah.
So it means that if we aim for the highest points of M's and the lowest points of W's, even if the dealer uses a spike on us, he cannot reach our stop losses.
It's true.
Do you get the point?
Yeah.
But if you enter, maybe let's say here, your stop loss can be hit.
It's true. It's true.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Right. Let's
Wow.
say this is a peak. Say this is a peak, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you enter at second leg right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
The dealer, even if he comes with those things, do you see those things on the third day? These
Yeah.
ones
Yeah. Yeah.
cannot reach your 30 pips stop loss. You get the point?
Yeah.
That's why we said we should aim the highs and the lows of the peaks.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So far, I think I have exhausted everything about the peak formation.
Okay. Wow.
Now, if we go to M15 of CAT JPY, the one we are talking about, do you
Yeah.
see that we said the trend is uptrend, but on M15 we have a false breakout to
Down.
the upside? Can you see
Yes.
that?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So we expect the dealer to push down, and then after pushing down, the dealer will what? Will then move up.
Mm-hmm. Because that's the original. So that means what the higher time frames determine what the real trend should be for the day.
Yes, there are direction, but
Yes.
when it comes to entries, we look at the smaller time
Yes.
frames.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So it means what when we see the true direction on H1 and H4, then we can't patiently wait for M15 to get the formation of the main trend for the H1, H4.
When we see the trend on H1 and H4, we then wait for M15 to finish the setup, then we enter.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes.
Thank you. This is very.
I don't know. Any other question?
Uh, um, I, 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 I think most of the. This trade. Yesterday I talked to you about the straight away trade. So
The straightaway trade, don't worry, we will talk
we'll do.
about
Okay,
it. We won't talk about it today.
okay,
We'll
okay,
talk about the straightaway trade, yeah, because if we talk about it today, I will end up confusing you with too much information.
okay, okay.
But
So
we'll talk about it. What I can simply say is that this is from this page that I've opened here. This is a straightaway trade. This one.
okay,
That's all I can say for now. This is a straightaway trade. Can you see that?
yes, please.
When we say straightaway trade, we mean that there is no stop hunt,
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
right?
okay. So that
Right.
means like
If
no
you check
stop hunt
the previous day,
the Asian
if you
breakout.
check the previous day at New York session, they formed a W right there.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason why I said that the setup for the straightaway trade will be formed the previous day.
The previous day. I always see it in your notes. Uh, oh, okay, okay.
You get the point?
Yes, please.
Uh-huh. So I think that's all. What you can do now, you can stop the recording,
Okay.
then
Let me
send
stop.
it to me.